that's the phase when the girl usually says this bullshit line. You know, I usually don't do this. It's just something about you. Right? I mean, I hope you don't judge me.
Right, because you're that high, you don't even hear
because
that.
Because you're high. And, you know, that's something that you said that too, because, yes, that is said a lot. But, you know, also there are times where we really think we're going to get together with someone and we're not going to do anything, right? We're like, yeah.
Every time I go... Well,
I'm just going to go over his house, girl, and I'm not going to do anything.
I'm not going to do nothing.
I'm not going to do nothing.
He breaks out the Riesling in the dumb movie.
And the next thing you know, his dick's on your shoulder.
Right. And then you go, I don't usually do this. You know, and it's like, well, how many times have you said, you know,
that damn dopamine. Damn dopamine. Can I drug somebody with dopamine? Oh my gosh.
Well, they're actually trying to
like a dopamine.
sell it.
I need like a dopamine roofie.
Yeah.
And when I see a guy that's like kind of attractive, has broad shoulders that I might like, I just want to like drop a few tablets and see what happens.
Okay, I hope the LAPD is not listening.
Okay, we have our first caller.
Okay.
Is this Akila? Akila. From Seattle. Welcome to the show.
Hello, ladies.
Oh, it's
Hey.
Akila.
Yeah, we got to put more bass in that.
Did you
How are
hear? For some reason, I thought you had baby clips in your hair. Go ahead.
Okay. How you doing? Welcome.
I'm good. How are y'all doing?
We're
Doing
great.
good. High off dopamine.
What's on your mind, Akila?
Actually, I'm high on dopamine because of my wife, to be honest with you.
Oh, bless
your
She must be
heart.
right next to you. Okay.
Wow.
Hi, wifey. Now, what's your comment or question?
No, I agree. I think it's a chemical thing because when I first saw my wife, like 2 years ago, I was with another person at the time. But when I seen her, I mean, I didn't do nothing. Nothing happened. When we saw each other, it was like lightning and all that good stuff.
Now, describe the feeling you felt when you saw her.
It was weird because I didn't know her, but when I saw her, I had butterflies, and it was kind of like I knew her, but I never met her before. It was the first time I seen her.
Butterflies.
How does he explain that? He felt butterflies when he saw her. What is that? What's working right there?
Well, that's the adrenaline, too, as well, that's going on as well. And it's the dopamine, but it's just in a different way.
Is it dopamine or dopamine?
Dopamine.
Okay.
But it's just a different
Make
way.
sure I'm saying it right.
Yeah, dopamine. But it's just a different way, you know, when we fall. Because we all, now, one thing that we have to be aware of, though.
Yes, please tell us.
It's easy for us to fall in love. Okay? We all feel that. I mean, it doesn't take much to do that. The effort in relationships is maintaining the love.
Is that when all your levels are down too?
Well, all the levels start going down and everything.
Kind of sick of the
now
person.
This is the time that you have to start working at that relationship.
Okay. Well, we have a poem real quick. We're gonna get to Tina Davina. Were you able to write a poem on the chemistry of love?
Yes.
Well, yeah, you've done ecstasy a few times. So go ahead and take it away.
My Chemical Romance, a molecular enchantment, so fused they couldn't stand it until we crash-landed into affliction. Needed his fix to ease the condition, my daily addiction transfixed. My prince, I am more convinced that this is bliss. Love like this just is. It isn't written in storybooks or acted on TV. It's found in your dreams when you drift asleep. Only a fraction can be explained through poetry. It's not what your mama told you it'd be. It's deeper than deep. Makes you rethink what it's supposed to be. Your fairy tale fantasy is my reality. Though not logically, it just fits like a pair of jeans. Comfortable, sexy, warm, chic. Fantasies emerge when I hear him speak. He summons me like instant coffee. Just add him to complete. Copulate, repeat, and immerse in his affections, automatically making a succession from single to his, missing his kiss, insisting it is the cure for any ache. He takes the place of sunshine in any dreadful weather, and it just makes sense when we are together, and whether or not it's understood, no pretense, it just feels so good. And even if I thought I could walk away, a piece of me would always stay with him.
Nice. I think I just released some dopamine.
Somebody get some
No homo, but damn, Tina.
I'm going to make a new page. Actually, it's not up yet for people to put their poems on. So can you do it also on video?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's doing it on video.
She does a lot on
Check
video.
out my poetry, coffeetableconversations.com.
Quite familiar with the webcam.
Yes, she's very good with the camera.
We're going to take a break. And,
we need to talk about that.
Yeah,
she gets it popping.
Our topic tonight is chemical reactions, the science. It's the science here of falling in love. Shelly Vito doesn't believe in it. Me and Tina, we're the hopeless romantics.
Right.
These two, not really sure.
I do believe in falling in
Asexual.
love.
We'll be back with more after the break. Welcome back to the Claudia Joy Show. And my pig. And Rael.
Yes, yes.
Yes. You like that, Jay-Z?
Hey, I want to thank you guys. I mean, I'm really having a good time.
See you over there getting blessed.
I'm like so hyper, man. I'm like, okay, I want to talk about this.
grinning.
Right, we're trying to get you hyped.
But you don't see the video. He's a very clean-cut man.
Yes.
And, a little square, but that's good, though. That's who you want to marry.
That's who you want to marry.
You're gonna come out of here, bruh, as a rectangle.
But I like to see it was like seeing Barack Obama dancing like Jay-Z, like brushing dirt off his shoulders. I like that. I like that. That's a catch right there. So you were really hype about a certain topic. But before we go into that, our topic tonight is the chemistry of love. There's more to it than you think you know. So give us a call 877-2-106-106. Okay. Now, you were talking about copulence?
Yes, copulence, and we were talking about the kiss.
The kiss.
Remember when we were saying, hey, girl, I'm going to go over his house and I'm not going to do anything.
Yes.
Yes. Been there, done that.
And maybe I'll just give him a kiss or two, right? That kiss.
Don't massage me.
Don't
touch my neck.
The male's testosterone will actually trigger you into wanting to have sex.
So his testosterone is making me act like a whore. It's not my fault.
Not your fault.
He's
Because
sabotaging.
that's the reason why a woman wants to kiss before, you get pissed off if a man just want to just jump in it and just want to do. You say, no, let's do a little what? Foreplay, right? Little kissing, because it's the kiss that you also, see, once you experience kiss, you know the difference between I don't ever want to kiss him ever again.
Right.
That's so true.
Because it didn't do anything to me.
Yes.
Right? And the brain knows that. The brain knows it's sort of like how we know food. Now, I don't want to jump off the track, but you know how we say we crave potatoes or we crave spaghetti? It's because the body knows that this is where you get starch from. Right? So it's really not craving the food. It's really craving the starch.
So if you listen to your body, then it knows what's good and what's bad for you. Kind of like animals. Like I'll compare it to I have cats. My cats will walk by each other, they sniff each other's asses right away, and then they just walk away. I'm like, you went that far, and then you're not even gonna commit to that. Right. So it's kind of like that, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I have to compare it to animals.
Exactly. And that's why, you guys, that's why it's so important to a woman
So scent is
to kiss.
Right.
Because you're going to get that testosterone level.
I have a question. Okay, so when you're kissing, is it true that when you are kissing and you're just loving the kissing and stuff, it kind of goes down, and also your lips down there start to engorge, correct?
Absolutely, because that's where the chemical is going. That's
Wait, Shelly's confused. Shelly.
No, I know what
that's where the chemicals
You know
start
what you mean,
going.
Shelly?
Yes, I know what you start to get
Let me talk to
lubricated.
you. I know you don't have your mom around, so I'm talking to you like I'm your mother.
I know what's down there.
And that's what happens. That's why, once again, you're like, oh my God, I'm here. I don't usually do this. But it comes from that too as well. Copulence is, a lot of people ask, well, how do I draw somebody to me?
Explain what that means.
First of all, the first move is really not a male. The first move is a female. It's your body language. The minute you walk into the door and you say, I'm available and I'm healthy, you're the first person to make a move. It's us males that detect your move, and then we act on the chemicals that's going on and the body language, like fluffing the hair, the way you walk in the room, the way you sit down. You're sending signals out to the male. And now sometimes the wrong male can detect the signal, because you're like, oh gosh, why is this guy over here?
Right.
But you're actually putting off signals. Now, copulence.
Yes, I absolutely agree with that.
Copulence is a natural drug that's in woman when you ovulate.
Oh, that's a drug? Oh, I feel dumb. Okay.
It's a natural drug when you ovulate. When you ovulate, you're putting off this drug. So when a male is walking by you, he can smell.
So when you're dropping an egg, you think
They know.
These are like human pheromones. I was reading about that.
That's right.
That's right.
Human pheromones. And he can actually smell the smell.
I do
What
notice
happens-
halfway through the month, with the cycle, whatever, I feel like it's like you're more kind of on fire.
It's true.
Like you feel that's when they're kind of on you more.
That's
true.
right. I was watching a program and they said women, of course, that take the pill, their scent is off because men can't detect when they're
I
ovulating.
knew I threw those
So
pills away.
come off of that, son. Maybe you'll get.
That
Anything
is
you
it.
take
That
to
is
alter
it.
the
Good
body.
one.
And I've
Yeah,
seen it,
that's
and
right.
it's weird. It's kind of like
That's
your
it.
body.
So you're like
doesn't-
neutral.
If you're on
Right.
the pill, it will stop it.
Right.
Guys
The
aren't
male will
sensing.
not smell it
altering
because the
your
pill
body.
fools you into believing that you are pregnant. So it stops.
Stops
and that's what the
ovulation.
pill does.
Crazy.
Right? And what happens is when the male is smelling your copulence, then it turns on his androstenone. So now he's putting off also a smell, and then you're smelling the androstenone, he's smelling the copulence, and now you're basically living off of this chemical, which also why some people end up having sex on the first night or one night stands. And then you realize, and once again, I don't usually do this. Well, that's because of the chemicals that are going on.
It's kind of like you're being in heat. You're in
Wow.
heat, kind of.
Oh, you are in heat. That's what's happening.
Or it could be like why when we see this, random unattractive girl getting like the hottest dudes, and we're like, why? The chick is not on the pills.
That's because she buys them sneakers. I know that for a fact.
Wow.
So this counts.
That's love
And then